University of Dundee Educational Assistive Technologist MSc outline.
It's a new course which is based on some work that some of you may be familiar with. So if you had anything to do with the DART project, quite a lot of the work that went into that has been kind of embedded within this new MSc. So this is who's teaching the program. The course leader is Professor Annalie Waller, and many of you may be familiar with her, but she's a towering figure, particularly in the AT world, but particularly around AAC. Rolf Black has joined the program as a lecturer as well. He is a researcher by background and has a huge library of research to his name. So if anyone needs a reference for anything, Rolf's your man. Although I'm hoping I'm bringing the more practical end of the program. So this course then is really for anybody who wants to be the educational assistive technologist, who wants to take that role on. So the kind of people that we're expecting to join us are likely to be already employed in an AT focused role. So we're thinking teachers or teaching assistants, learning support workers, possibly therapists, therapy assistants or technicians, and we think technologists from a wide variety of backgrounds. So given that we expect most students will already be employed and are likely to be working in an AT-rich environment already, we expect most people will choose our part-time option. There is a full-time option for this course, but we think the 2-year part-time will be much more popular. We think that we may also get students from beyond education environments, so social care, third sector organisations or charities, anyone that runs a centre that works with disabled people at pretty much at any stage of life, but anywhere that's got like a lifelong learning kind of thread, I think will be interested in this course. We do require people to have an appropriate working context, which means if they don't have an appropriate working context, perhaps if they were taking the full-time version of the course, we'll have to find work placements for them. So that's what that's about. So it is a blended learning offer officially. However, it's mostly online. The vast majority of this work will be delivered online, and that will be a mix of synchronous, like live seminars or small group working, as well as asynchronous material that people can do whenever it suits them, that's not time sensitive. So the entry requirements, it does say that you need to have a first degree. However, we would say that experience really matters. We have kept the entry requirements flexible. So that "or" on this slide is capitalized because you don't have to have a first degree to do this if you have relevant experience. So I actually think that someone who's got, say, 15, 10, however many years experience working, say, as a learning support worker in a suitable context is going to be probably a better candidate for this course than someone who's come out with a first in computing. We're looking for people who are socially interactive and are able to support disabled young people in all of those rich interactions. So we will teach people the technical things if they don't already know them. We're hoping to pull people in from 3 areas. So from teaching, from health and social care or therapy, and from sort of more technical areas like computing or assistive technology itself. So if you're not sure, contact us and we'll have a conversation about it. But please don't feel that you can't apply if you don't have a first degree. It's not essential if you've got relevant experience. So these are the core modules. There are going to also be 40 elective credits from the School of Education, from the health or therapy area, and from computing. If anybody wants to ask any questions, please feel free to drop me a line.